Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and I am here for kind of my Destashify monthly update. So for those of you that have been with the channel for a little bit, you know that I am a Destashify ambassador, which means I get a little bit of a stipend each month, although I've gone over it every single time. So everything I go over, I just buy with my own money. But Destashify is a site where it blends my love of fabric and yarn and pattern and all that kind of shopping with thrifting. So it's a wonderful place to sell. Also, I'm at some point going to be working on selling some stuff, and I think I'll actually do a video on how I set up my seller profile. I haven't done any of that yet, but selling up my seller profile, sorry, that is really loud. Setting up my seller profile and actually listing things online to sell, and kind of take you through that process if any of the rest of you are interested in doing that. I'm going to be enlisting the help of my daughter. She is going to be coming on as a part-time employee of Tomcat Stitchery and doing some behind-the-scenes stuff for me. She's 15, it's time for a part-time job. I'm like, perfect, you can work for me, and you know, we'll come up with an hourly rate, keep track of all of that, but you know, then that gives her flexibility for school and all that kind of stuff too. So anyway, I do get a small stipend, and I normally have the previous month's stuff made up to show you, and then show you what I grabbed for this month. So this is what I've grabbed for January. Now December, I actually grabbed yarn. So we're gonna talk about that in a second. But before we get into the video, today's Feature Friday pattern for Love Notions, I like to kind of, if I think about it, sometimes I miss it, but today's Feature Friday pattern, which means it's $5 today only, and today is the 27th, no, 28th. What is today? It's the 28th of January 2022. I think I said 2021 last week, but anyway. So today only it is $5, and I also have a code to get you 10% off even that $5 price, which is Tomcat10 right here. But it's the Vivace, oh my gosh. Vivace Dolman. I have not made this one yet, and it's a fairly new pattern. This is the first time it's been the Feature Friday, but it is a beautiful, it could be a top, tunic, or dress. It's got this gorgeous little like overlap kind of, so it's kind of a shift dress, nice, easy, breezy, loose. Got a little bit of a dolman, or not a little bit, it does have a dolman, like a grown-on sleeve on it. Just a really pretty neckline. I've not made it yet, but I'm very excited to do that this summer. Actually, one of the fabrics, or both of the fabrics actually here would make beautiful vivaces, but I'll talk about what I'm kind of wanting to do going forward with those, so, which is something a little bit different. Anyway, definitely grab that if you haven't got that in your stash already. $5 plus an additional, you know, 10% off, so $4.50 would be a great price. So yeah, go ahead over to that. All right, let's talk about, Okay, so like I said, normally I show you my makes from the previous month, so what I grabbed for December I would have shown you this month in January, but I grabbed yarn last month because I just couldn't get it out of my head, and I was just going to show you the mohair that I got to go with last month's yarn. So I really wanted to have something at least started for you guys to see, but I finished my daughter's sweater, and I really quickly cast on my own sweater that goes with my winter capsule, and I've been feverishly knitting that and just haven't had a chance to cast this on yet. But this is the yarn I grabbed last month. You guys have already seen this. It is Cross Creek sock yarn in Blacklight Elvis. This is by Yarn Rehab. I got 3 skeins of this, and it's like crazy colors and stuff, but I wanted to warm it up a little bit. So I was in my local yarn shop, actually buying yarn for a sweater. It's gonna be my spirit wear. I've decided to knit a new sweater each year for while my son is doing his Tech Hounds, which is like his robotics team, because my friend Jenny, whose daughter is also in it, said that and she's a senior, but you sit forever at these competitions, you know, watching your child do their thing for like, you know, 10 minutes or whatever, and then you're sitting for like hours until they go do something else for 10 minutes. So she's like, there's a lot of moms and stuff, and dads there knitting, like doing stuff with their hands while they're sitting there waiting. So I've decided to do a sweater per season. So by the end of his high school career, I'll have 4 sweaters, and I want them, I'm choosing kind of their school colors a little bit without making them too over the top like school spirit. So anyway, I went in to buy yarn for that and grabbed this skein so that I could match it, and decided to go with this silk mohair. This is the Rowan. Oh no, it's not. What did I grab? I thought I grabbed the Rowan. I did not. This is Barocco. Is that how you say that? B-E-R-R-O-C-O. Ariel. And this is a silk mohair, kid silk mohair. And I grabbed a whole bunch of, 6 I think, of this to go with this, and I think that this is gonna warm this up really, really well and make this a good fabric for me to wear. I haven't completely decided on the pattern yet. I was gonna do the balloon sweater and what the one I'm knitting right now, but decided to go with a V-neck instead, and having a lot of fun with that. So I may do the balloon sweater by Petite Knit in this, or this may be a cardigan. It very well could end up being a cardigan. So anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully by next month I'll have at least this cast on and show you what I'm working on so far. So just wanted to touch base with that. That is what that's going to become. And I probably going forward won't pick yarn as my picks, just because that was just too tempting. I just can't get that done in a timely manner. And yeah, I want to show you guys, kind of give you some inspiration for you all to go. And that's the great thing about Destashify. Every time you go on there, it's new stuff. So it makes it really fun to check back often and see what else is out there and what great prices and that sort of thing. So I grabbed 2 fabrics this month, and I have decided, I had a lot of people asking in my 2022 plans video, you know, kind of what you enjoyed seeing, what, you know, some things you could do without and all that kind of stuff. And I had quite a few people ask me why I didn't sew more with the big 4 patterns, you know, Simplicity, Vogue, Butterick, McCall's, New Look, and which I guess is 5, but you know what I'm talking about, the commercial patterns. And you know, I used to quite often, and I don't know why this past year I've just really leaned more towards independent pattern companies for some reason. And I, you know, it's easy to get stuck in a rut when you find a pattern company you love. You know, I've done a lot of Love Notions, a lot of Itch to Stitch, and I'm still pattern testing for both of those. I'm a brand ambassador for Love Notions. You're still gonna see a ton of those this year. But I wanted to branch out, number 1, into some more independent pattern companies, ones that I haven't tried before. And also, I have a ton of commercial patterns that deserve to be made up. So I thought, with this much Destashify, I literally have a stack of patterns that have been purchased probably within the last year at various and sundry, you know, pattern sales that, you know, I have big plans for, quite a few for my daughter, and we're going to be going through all of that. I'm getting ready to do a whole bunch of sewing for my daughter, so you're going to see a lot of that. But I decided to grab some from that pile, and yeah, you guys can help me pick. So let me show you the fabric and then kind of the patterns I'm choosing between, and you guys can help me pick what patterns I'm going to make. All right, the first fabric that I grabbed is this gorgeous, these are both on my color charts, but they're some brighter ones on my color chart, and got some static going on here. This is a gorgeous rayon, crinkle rayon, and in this beautiful blue color. It's not terribly wide. It's like 50 inches wide. So, I mean, it's not narrow by any means, but it's about 50 inches wide, and I have about 3.5 yards of this. And for some reason, when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, this would make a gorgeous, like, Grecian style gown. I mean, obviously I don't really have occasion to wear a Grecian style gown, but you know what I mean, with like a wrap bodice and something kind of draped over me. So I went through my patterns and kind of trying to decide on 2 that might be a good fit. And actually this one I was on, because McCall's, I think, was having a sale recently, and I was just on there looking, because McCall's tends to be more great for my daughter, and I'm still looking for a shirt that with some statement sleeves. I was gonna buy one of the patterns and they were sold out, so I mean, I could have gotten the digital version, but anyway, I was reminded of some patterns, so going through, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have that, and I've not made that up yet. So this was one of them, and this is McCall's 8035, this one, or Bren, they started to put the names. For some reason, I was thinking that this one had the cup sizes. Maybe not. I could be wrong. Usually it says on there. Yeah, this one may not. Anyway, I just think that that is so cool. I love the version she's wearing. I just don't wear a lot of maxi versions. So I was kind of thinking of either doing this or not doing a tiered skirt and just doing a straight skirt. So basically this one, but just shortening the skirt to like midi length. I think I do want it midi length, but I thought I could get a lot of use out of that probably this summer because it would be nice and easy breezy and cool and lovely. So that was one pattern I was choosing between. And then this was the other one. This one's a little bit less free, but I think that this one does. I'm pretty sure this one does have the cup sizes. Yeah, this one does have the cup sizes. So this is McCall's 8033 or Sophia. And, excuse me. I was thinking, I don't think I'll do like a full length one, but maybe a midi length one. And I do kind of like the longer sleeves on there and just do it like midi length. So it's got the little buttons down the front with the little rouleau loops. So I don't know. Let me know. Of those two, this is Sophia and this is Bren. Bren or Sophia out of the blue. Let me know what you think. It's gonna be kind of fun. So I'm getting in the mood to sew some summery dresses. So that is fabric one. That needs to be washed. Oh, I've got a new washing machine, folks. I got a new washing machine and dryer. So pleased with them. It's a Speed Queen. If you guys have never heard of a Speed Queen, they're in all like the laundromats, apartment complexes and stuff like that. My mom has one and my mother-in-law has one and my grandparents have one and they rave. They are easy to fix. They last like the long haul. Been very impressed. So I can finally wash my fabric again. All right, and then the second fabric, this is so lovely. Look at this beautiful orange. So this is a silk crepe de chine, and this is a wide silk. So this silk it's actually wider than that fabric. It's 52 inches wide, and I have a little over 2.5 yards of this fabric. So I was trying to go back and forth. I was trying to decide, do I want at first I was like, I think I want a button-up shirt, and I've got that as an option. Button-up shirt and this, I think it might be nice and flowy and just really easy to wear, and I could just roll the sleeves up or push them up, wear it with shorts when it gets warmer, or tuck it into things. Just kind of a nice silk button-up shirt. Or do I want to dress out of this? So I've actually pulled 4 patterns for this one, so you guys have to help me decide. All right, so for the first one, all right, is this Simplicity shirt pattern, and hold on, I grabbed this off the rack clearly and don't have the number. Okay, here it is. 1538. So I grabbed this one clearly off the the displays. Good gracious. What did I say it was? 1538? Oh, focus, Whitney. Focus. Yes. Simplicity 1538. It's just a standard shirt pattern, but I thought it was fun because it's got like these Western details in one of the view, or if you didn't want to do cuffs, it has like a really thin, almost like just a banded bottom, which I thought could be fun. And I could even make the sleeve a little bit more voluminous if I wanted to. Obviously then I wouldn't push it up, I would just, or roll it up, it would just stay like a long sleeve. But there's some options there. And I mean, I'll have to do a full bust adjustment and all that kind of stuff on it, but yeah, I'm just interested in trying out some more button-up shirt patterns and seeing what I like, just because I like trying new patterns. So there's this one if I want to do a shirt, or if I want to do a dress, I have 3 options. This one is Butterick 6551. I have no idea what pattern sale I grabbed this in, but I am very interested in doing view A, and probably, this is like, I don't know, mid-thigh on her. I'll probably just leave the hem as is and then do it to where it's like right above my knee. But I do like the straight hem as opposed to the curve hem. I'd have to do a full bust adjustment on this, but it just has a really pretty like back yoke with some like gathers and stuff. And there's a few different like necklines. Like you can do like the, oops, sorry, like the crisscross neckline. I guess it's just 2. And then these other 2 have just like a little like collar stand that kind of stands up. That's, I think, probably the one I would do. But yeah, so this is Butterick 6551. So we have the shirt, this one, which is Butterick 6551, or these 2 Vogue patterns that I've also had in my stash forever. The first one is Vogue 1671. I love this dress, and I think, let's see, View B. Yeah, I think I've got enough fabric to do it, especially because I have to shorten things. So make her version, the midi length version, in that orange. So that's the first one, 1671. I also have some brown viscose crepe that I also could use for this dress, that I think I bought actually for this dress. I could use it for many things, but you know, I do have other fabrics I could use for this one. But do we like that in the orange? Or I also had grabbed at the same time this Vogue 1762, this Zandra Rhodes dress that I think is lovely. Now this one calls for more fabric than I have. However, I don't think I would want it down to my ankles. I think I would make it midi length, and obviously I would have to shorten it for my uber short legs, and I would have to shorten the sleeves. So I think I might be able to eke this out of what I have. But I just think that's a beautiful, I mean, it's a wrap dress. I've made wrap dresses. I'd have to do a full bust adjustment on it, but it's just got a really cool, like belt and all that kind of stuff. Some cool details. So yeah, so that's Vogue 1762. That's the Zandra Rhodes dress. Sorry, it's kind of a clear on there. So those are my options for this orange silk crepe de chine. So let me know, what do you think? What would you like to see? So yeah, those are my two Destashify grabs. And I think both of these came from Carrie, who runs Destashify. They just happen to be, it's funny, each month I seem to pick fabrics that are all from the same seller, which you don't have to do, but I mean, you can buy in one fell swoop from different sellers, that's fine. But it's funny because I think that when people are getting rid of their stash, it's probably a lot of similar things that maybe they liked and bought, but now it doesn't work for them anymore. And so then if it does work for someone else, you seem to find a lot of things that you're like, oh, I love all 4 of those or whatever. It's just been very interesting to see that. So there you have it, guys. Those are my plans for my Destashify fabrics for, well, you'll see them next month. And let me know what you think on the patterns. Help me pick which of these. We'll sew some more Big 4 patterns and get those made up. So making some of the patterns up that I've already purchased, which is, yeah, I should definitely be doing that. So there you have it. That is it for today. Now, Sunday I was going to start the Ziggy Sew Along, but I've had sick kids at home, and then I'm filming this on Wednesday. I went down and bought a new sewing machine. Actually, you can see a big sack of fabric, and I got a new little Bernina. I'm going to be selling my Janome Memory Craft 9700. If you're local, I don't want to ship it and are interested in it, it is an embroidery machine. I have all of the feet, extra feet that I purchased for it. I've got the 2 different embroidery hoops that go with it. It is 10 years old, so the embroidery software is dated, but I do have the card that uses all that. It's been serviced. I mean, it's been used a lot, but it's also been serviced yearly since I bought it brand new 10 years ago. So if anyone's interested in more information, let me know. I'm going to put it on my Facebook Marketplace, but I will be getting rid of my Janome. I just wanted a smaller machine that I could easily take to and from these fictitious sewing retreats that I want to start happening again. But I still needed a machine that can do zigzag and buttonholes and that sort of thing. And I just don't use the embroidery anymore. So I didn't really need a machine that did that. So I'm downsizing my home machine, and yeah, I'll be selling my Janome. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. Send me an email, comment down below, we can talk via email or whatever. So, all right, that's all I've got for today. So all that to say, I did not get the Ziggy done for Sunday. Got totally sidetracked for Sunday. So I'll have the tutorial going up on Sunday, and then we'll start the Style Arc Ziggy jacket the following Sunday. So next week I'm going to be filming that whole sew along, getting everything ready to go up so that, yeah, we can get along with the Ziggy. All right, I think that's all I have. Okay. Have a good weekend, everyone. I hope you get some sewing in, and I will see you all next time. Bye.